Hey, welcome to Sippers Social Club. I'm Jeremy, and tonight I am reviewing the Glenglassaugh Sandend, a new expression from Glenglassaugh. This was Whisky Advocate magazine's Whisky of the Year in 2023. I have been critical of their picks in the past. Did they hit a home run with this one? I'll let you know when I nose it, taste it, and give it a mark. Alright, this expression matured in ex-bourbon, sherry, and manzanilla cask, coming in at 50.5% ABV. Here's my tasting notes for the nose. Really what you get, a nice kind of citrus, floral, approachable nose right off the bat. I would say the ex-bourbon casks probably dominate here, but I really like that like cookie dough, malty kind of characteristic that goes along with that floral, citrus kind of notes. Really nice nose, off to a good start. Let's try palate. This is where this whiskey shines. Here's my notes. There's a certain like freshness on the palate. Again, I think that ex-bourbon cask kind of dominates at the very beginning. Kind of hit with that like lemon sweetness, very sweet. I say that sweetness is probably like a honey characteristic, like a sugar, honey, candy kind of note. And then when it transitions to the finish, then you're hit with all these sherry notes. That manzanilla cask shines through, sherry cask is shining through, getting those like darker notes, that chocolate, fudge kind of characteristic to it. Lots of complexity, lots of things going on. Really do quite enjoy the finish on this quite a bit. It does have this kind of like slightly prickly alcohol note. It kind of does show its age a little bit on the finish. But I think when we talk about price for this, it's not really that much of a deterrent or a negative for this whiskey. There's a lot of stuff going on with this. The three casks, I think, are married together pretty well. Even though the ex-bourbon dominates, you do get faint, subtle layers of those sherry casks that show up on the finish, which I think really makes this whiskey quite enjoyable. Overall, I think it's really solid. I think it's actually really nice. Rachel Berry has her signature on this. If you're unaware, she is the master distiller at Glendronach. I wasn't aware that she's doing stuff for Glenglassaugh, but I think it's all under that Brown-Forman envelope now, that umbrella of companies. So that makes sense. Let's talk price. This bottle's on loan from Mike. Mike, thanks so much for lending me this for review. I think MSRP retail, at least what Whisky Advocate magazine was saying, is it's $70 US. I think for that price, this is a definite buy. Score-wise for me, 86 out of 100. I think this whiskey is for someone who is a Scotch drinker. I wouldn't say it's like a beginner pour, although beginners might enjoy it. I think the depth of flavor in this is more lending itself to more experienced palates. I really like the transition between what I would assume is like the ex-bourbon dominance to those little bits of like nuanced sherry elements that come through in the finish. Really enjoyed that quite a bit. Overall, a very solid pour. And yeah, job well done. Whisky Advocate magazine, they actually picked a solid whiskey for a solid price, I think. Can't fault them for this one. So let me know in the comments down below if you've had a chance to try this. What's your opinion on it? And Glenglassaugh in general, does it find its way to your bar? It's more of like one of the unknown distilleries, although I've had some great expressions from them in the past. I think this one, for the price point, is a great buy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really much appreciated. Have a good one. Cheers.